Your voice, your opinion.
Yo, it's your boy Black the Ripper.
I'm Michael Payne.
Roxanne, and you're watching Bars for Change.
We've just made a track and a film on extremism in the UK.
We want to know how young people get involved in extremist groups. For Bars for Change, we listen to you, the people's opinions, your suggestions, your comments to write the track, because quite frankly, there's a lot going on out there.
There's so much more going on out there. They hide their wrongs, they're scared to change or correct them. Cause to reconnect shows you already neglected and rejected them, targeted and selected them, forced the division, segregated by hate, race and religion.
I'm Tom Keys, I'm the leader of the Essex Youth Division. We go around, we do peaceful protesting against militant Islam, the extremism that's going on in the country. We don't really want it like so. I've joined the EDL, so my kids do not go around wearing a burqa or reading the Quran or eating a false meat of like halal meat, you know what I mean?
It's a family event, you know, it's a non-violent thing, you know, we want to get women, children involved, you know, we're not football thugs, we're not violent, you know, we're normal, everyday people that, you know, care about the community. So we've got a lot of support in Dagenham because we don't want extremists within our community.
Stay back! No, go on! Fuck off! Hey, you lot! We've got children here! Hey, we've got children here! Stop! Easy! Stop! Running off there, chasing some individual on their own, bang out of order! Behave yourselves! We can police ourselves! You're letting us all down! Big time!
No need to fight, what's right is right, and what's wrong can be gone. We just need to stand strong and champion on. Just let the people be and follow what they follow. If no one pushes hate, we'll all make tomorrow. But it's like heads are hard and hollow. Unity is what we need, but instead people grieve with sorrow.
That is one for all, find peace, it's not impossible. We could make this so much better, but I guess we'll never know. I believe that is one for all, find peace, it's not impossible. We could make this so much better, but I guess we'll never know.
Sharia for UK! Sharia for UK! Sharia for UK! Sharia for Europe! Sharia for Europe!
We've been promised by the Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said the whole world will be governed one day by the Sharia. There's nothing that Islam does not have a solution for, from inflation to the MP's expenses, to the drugs and alcohol culture, to the oppression, the occupation of the Muslim land, you name it, the solution is Islam. We need to wake up to the reality.
I wouldn't say he was speaking for all Muslims. He's definitely not speaking for me. These people have an articulate way of speech, and they can persuade you if you're. I mean, he nearly persuaded me, and then I kind of had to snap that out of it. So, do you think Sharia law should be imposed on everyone here?
What makes this land more of theirs and not mine?
Brother, we chose to be here. We came here.
Many of us were born in this country, so we didn't choose it.
Why? I mean, the argument is, why don't you go?
Why should I go? Is there no democratic law being imposed on us? Why don't they go? If Allah created it, why should I be the one going? If you have a problem, do you walk away? No. The person that's causing the problem should go.
We should be inviting people to Islam, teaching them first before imposing, bringing out people like this. It's kind of intimidating to see this.
Of course we should allow dudes to eat halal food, but there's non-religious crowds who love eating out too. Look, it's such a mixed society. I'm sure it'd be nice if we didn't have any beef because of a minority's dining needs. I'm happy for dudes to walk down the streets shouting about how they're proud to be English for those that didn't know whose flags hang from the balconies. But something tells me they're proud of giving a good hiding to the Nazis. So it doesn't make sense when you don't want to let another kind into the country, does it?
The EDL say they represent Britons and people like me, but I don't really feel that their views sort of represent what I believe.
The English nation is the best democracy you could ever get. You know what I mean? We don't believe in killing anyone or anything, yeah? But yeah, we've got our troops in Afghanistan, and yeah, by accident we kill innocent people. But it don't get the rights for the extreme Islam to come out to our country, to London, and blow people up.
If nothing is done about it, do you think Sharia law will eventually sort of manifest itself in England?
The Sharia law is not welcome in the island of England. It's not welcome.
Just let the people be and follow what they follow. If no one pushes hate, we'll all make tomorrow. But it's like heads are hard and hollow. Unity is what we need, but instead people grieve with sorrow.
That is one for all. Find peace is not impossible. We could make this so much better, but I guess we'll never know. I believe that is one for all. Find peace is not impossible. We could make this so much better, but I guess we'll never know.
The EDL and the MAC, Muslims Against Crusades, are exactly the same as each other. They don't speak for anyone that they purport to. MAC don't speak for the Muslim community, the English Defence League don't speak for the English. I was looking for a sense of belonging. I didn't understand modern change in Britain, I didn't understand my circumstances, and so I thought to help me get ahead, it was probably easier, and it was easier, to blame people of different colours, different religions. And so I got involved in the National Front and the BNP. Anyone who's had a difficult childhood or had difficulty understanding things or being heard or feeling understood is easy prey to these extremist organisations, because one thing they do offer you is suddenly they take all this burden off you. Oh, don't you worry about that, we'll deal with that. And they take your empty head, which is full of searching questions with no answers, and they fill it up with hatred.
The English Defence League has brought a lot of opportunities to me. Like, obviously, I've become the Essex Youth Division leader. I'm the one that founded the Essex Youth Division. And we are one big community, that is it. One big family. One big family.
They all sort of know each other, they're all sort of really friendly to each other, and that can be quite welcoming to young people who may not have had that home or may not have experienced that sort of community before. I can see Tom's point of view. I understand why he's in the EDL, but it's just not for me, I guess.
All the warring's long, why can't we all get on? I had to record this song. People are dying, England's rioting. Where did it all go wrong? United we stand, divided we fall. Keep laughing, I ain't smiling at all. It's not funny when your friends laying in a pool of their own blood. T-shirt soaked up. You man need to grow up. You can't be racist in London. There's too many races in London. Embrace, appreciate and love them. Too many brothers in caskets. Police need to give us some answers, but instead they give us a sentence that makes it worse. Cycles never ending. What do we want? What do we want it?
Kids, they want to know more, but once they get in, they're persuaded by all the articulate speakers. They can't think for themselves anymore, and they just believe what they hear. Two younger guys, they were about, I think 18 they were, and they kind of didn't know where they were standing. And then a few minutes later, we saw them join the protest. So I'm just wondering, what did they hear for them to join in? These brothers are very friendly, and they do make you kind of feel like as one of them. They'll do anything to kind of get you, sway you to their side a bit more. It's something that is kind of worrying.
If you're in an extremist organisation, just one day go and look in the mirror, at yourself, and listen to the things that you say and the things that you think, and ask yourself, is that actually the way I would like people to think of me? You're not going to change the world by hating it.
If no one pushes hate, we'll all make tomorrow. But it's like heads are hard and hollow. Unity is what we need, but instead people grieve with sorrow.